Alright, what's up? If you're a new person here, what up? If you're not, also what up? I hope you're doing good. How's everybody doing? That didn't really make sense. But it's fine, cause who cares at the end of the day? But yeah, no, I'm glad to be getting back in my routine of the daily uploads. It's been hurting the conscience a little bit. Just a little bit. But so yeah, the days are daying. I'm in Arizona right now, my hometown, in the room I grew up in. It's a little strange. Whenever I come back, it's always just like, oh shit, okay, time to go back to California. It's just so hot here right now, especially because during the summer in Arizona, it's just fucking terrible. Like today, it's supposed to be like 108 degrees, and it's just not viable. I fuck with 70-degree weather and the beach. But so honestly, I've been having this kind of topic go on in my mind because I'm kind of trying to grasp it myself, and it's just the fact that it's okay to be alone. And I say that right as my cat walks in. Hold up, the homie's about to say what's up. Come here, Mr. Max. This is Max. Max, say hello. But yeah, and it's definitely something that I've been trying to grasp over the span of just kind of honestly a while. Like it comes and goes in waves, and I just feel like at this point in my life, the world is kind of not necessarily turning people against me, but more so pushing people out. And that is for a reason. 100%. And I've honestly just been going through this phase of like being alone, and it's not normal for me at all, just because of the whole benefactor of I've always had people there to support me. I've always had, and don't get me wrong, I still have that, but sometimes it doesn't feel the same as it used to, and it's okay. And when you realize how okay it is to really just grasp this alone time that you're going through, it honestly just makes you realize how important yourself is, your solitude, your existence in general, just how important it is to really appreciate you instead of relying on outside resources to give you that boost of confidence. Or because at the end of the day, it's just the ego. It's the ego telling us, oh, we need people in our lives. Oh, we need people to tell us that we're doing good. We need this, we need that from everyone else. What happens when you give it to yourself? What happens when you make the efforts to make yourself happy instead of relying on all the outside sources? What happens when you dive deeper into your own brain and dissect everything that's actually going on that people can't even see? Because what you're doing is you're making it a reality for yourself that only these outside sources can make you happy, and that's simply not true at all. And especially in this day and age of like the fucking crazy ass dating apps, like sometimes shit doesn't fucking work out. Sometimes you're not meant to have a million people in your life, a million people waiting for you, a million this, a million that. Sometimes the world is setting you on a path so you can grow as a genuine human being and learn yourself. Figure yourself out before you try and get into a relationship that you're not going to be able to manage. Relationships aren't going to fix everything. You have to be the one to make the conscious effort into fixing yourself before jumping into something like that. Because giving your heart and your love away to someone is not something that's small. It's a fucking huge thing. And it's not something that you can just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just do it slightly and blah 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 and this and that. No. You have to consciously think for yourself, know that you are okay inside, and not rely on other people to help you get through that. You have to be the one to make the effort. And that's just reality. And I feel like a lot of people go into relationships thinking, oh, I'm gonna fix this person. Oh, I'm gonna fix that. You're not going to. It's not gonna fucking happen. You're going to make it worse, in fact. Because at the end of the day, we are our own humans. We're all experiencing this world for what it is. We all have emotions. We all have demons that are in our brains all the time. It's just human nature. No one is perfect. So before you try and comprehend life as if, oh, everything's gonna be perfect. Oh, I'm gonna make this work. Oh, I'm gonna fix this fucking person. Fix yourself. You are the only person that needs fixing, and it's all up to you. Yeah, talking to people is great, but also going deep into your own mind and making the efforts for it is what's gonna grow you exponentially. Having those fucking tough ass conversations with yourself, journaling about things that you've been dreading to talk about, just dissecting yourself. Because at the end of the day, we're the only things we're gonna have forever. So become your own best friend. Make things happen for you, and the right people will come along. Sometimes you're on a path that's gonna be lonely as fuck, and you just have to embrace it. Stop looking at it as it's a negative, because I promise you it's not. This is your period of time that you need to grow. The world is telling you, the universe is telling you, you need to grow. So step into the fucking shoes of growing instead of walking out of them, going barefoot, and wondering why everything fucking hurts. Make the efforts for you. It's all gonna be worth it in the end, and it's all gonna make sense, I promise you. Embrace the loneliness and just make the efforts for yourself. You are what matters, and that's what you need to realize. You are the most important person you have. So just embrace it. But yeah, honestly, I feel like loneliness is such a hard thing to grasp. I was in California for 2 to 3 years before I really met a good solid group of friends that I genuinely fuck with. And even then, it's not like I'm hanging out with them every day. It's more so, it's my time to grow. Sometimes relationships also don't work out. And that's also for a reason. So if you're hurting from something like in a relationship standpoint and you think it's never gonna go away, let me be the one to tell you it does. And it takes time. It absolutely takes fucking time. But it will subside, and you'll realize, okay, maybe we weren't compatible at the end of the day, and that's perfectly fine. At least you can cherish the moments that you did truly have and just appreciate that for what it is and move on. Someone is going to approach you. Someone is going to be right around the corner. Trust the timing of your life. Even if the time is lonely, it's okay. You're gonna make it through. That's my ramble on loneliness. Moral of the story is just embrace it and make the most out of it. I'm about to run out of memory, so thank you all so much for being here. Much love, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Drop a comment down below telling me about your day if you've made it this far. Thank you guys.